Everybody, this is Big Papa from Big Papa's Barbecue here in Indiana with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Aaron Norris, the creator of the Tribal Fire Grill, owner and CEO. And we're going to do a cook here today, and I'm excited to get started with Mr. Aaron Norris.
Yeah, hey, thanks, man. We're excited to have you on board the Tribal Fire family. This is going to be some great stuff. And tell you what, we're going to season up this new top today.
Awesome.
Show you how it's done and get some cooking on this, and then looking forward to seeing you at some SCAs just tearing it up on the Tribal Fire Grill.
I'm excited to get there, and you can tell I'm ready for the food.
We're all ready for it. So you can find us at tribalfiregrill.com.
What we're doing right now is we're letting the top heat up. We let it heat up and start getting a little color to it before we put the oil on. Then we'll come back, put the oil on, and get it seasoned up for you.
All right, we're gonna first steam clean this top before we oil it and season it. So I'm just gonna take a sponge and I'm gonna go around. We gotta heat it up a little bit here. Got some water, dip it in some water, steam clean this. Make sure the impurities get out of the top. We're gonna now oil up this top for the seasoning. I've got my Evo sprayer with some olive oil in here, and I'll just go around the top here and the outer rim and let that oil just kind of cascade down. And then I'll take a towel with some tongs, and I'll go around and kind of work that oil into the top. And we'll do this several times as the top gets hot, heats up, and to give it a nice finish to the top, a nice seasoned layer to it.
And you'll see here as Aaron's putting on another layer of the olive oil, that's what you're wanting to see is your seasoning. And every time you put he's putting another coat on now, every time it's going to start getting a little darker and a little darker, and that's exactly what you want to see.
It's nice. The nice thing is, just think of all the goodies you can put on this and cook over the fire on the flat top. Watch how this oil moves down into the center on this concave plate. And the benefit to you is the fact that when you're cooking, that oil is constantly draining off, and you can get things crispy that way, and then you get the flavor from the oil, and then also the residue for cleanup is very easy because it's gone. So basically you scrape the debris off your top, oil it up again, and you're good to go for the next time. So the fact that this plate is concave is a huge advantage to easy cleanup and grease management.
All right, as you can see, we've already trimmed up just a little of the hard fat off of this strip. Just that hard fat that's not going to render down using our Gunner Wheelhouse knives. If you need a good set of knives, these are the ones to look into. Next, we're going to go ahead and season it up. We're going to start off with some Boar's Night Out White Lightning for your all-purpose seasoning. And I'll hit it a lot with my steaks for home. Just a good little dusting. Kind of pat it in. I'm going to show you a little trick how I do my sides. Instead of pouring extra rub on there, you got the extra rub on the cutting board, just drag it along. Get a pretty good coverage on the side. Don't use any more rub. What we're going to do is we're going to let this sit for about 5 or 10 minutes, let that soak in, let it sweat out a little bit, and then we'll go with our SCA steak rub for a little color. Okay, we've let it sit for about 5 minutes, let that soak in. Now we're going to go with the SCA steak rub. Make sure you shake your rubs up and get ready to use them so they come out like they're supposed to. There again, just a little dusting. You don't need a lot. Just trying to put a little color, a little flavor on that steak. Let that sit for just a minute, let that soak in. And now we're going to finish it off with Johnny Joseph steak rub for that extra little pop of flavor. I guarantee you never next door if you're cooking a steak like this. And you notice I don't do any of the other rubs on the side. The only thing I do on the side is the AP rub, the all-purpose rub, the White Lightning, because it's going to get plenty of flavor from the others on the top. So I don't do the sides of all the rubs. But there we go, we've got it seasoned up. It'll sit here for about 10 minutes while we're getting everything prepared. All that goodness will soak in. It'll start drawing that moisture out. We'll be ready to go.
All right, we're gonna grill up some salmon on the Tribal Fire Grill today. And we're gonna prep it right now. We're gonna start off with a little soy sauce. Just a few drops, plenty. We're gonna rub it in on the sides and everything. Wipe off the excess. So it's there. All right, and then I like to use this Magic seasoning black. This is the black and red fish. And I like to just a little bit on my salmon here. And we'll rub it around in there and on the sides.
We're going to start off by cooking the steak. We've got our grill grate attachment on there, so we'll be able to make some killer hash marks, some killer sear marks on it, and get that steak a perfect medium rare.
All right, we've got our grill grate nice and hot right now to cook our steak. This grate from Grill Grate, specially designed for dispersing the heat evenly and gives you those nice sear marks. So we're using these grill grates. The arm can adjust up and down to change that temperature on that grill grate. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spray it with some duck fat, and this is really important to give it a nice non-stick surface, but also to give it the nice sear marks on the steak. So we're going to go ahead and get our steak on now.
What we're going to do first with our steak is we're going to come, if you want to know how to do those perfect sear marks on your steak, you want to start your steak off at 2 o'clock. If you're looking at the clock, you want to lay it down at 2 o'clock. Lay it down there, you hear that good sizzle, and you just want to press down. Not real hard, you're just wanting to give it good even pressure all the way across. And you're going to leave it on there for about a minute and a half, minute 20 seconds. What we'll do after we get the sear marks at 2 o'clock, we'll pick it up, we'll do a quarter turn to 10 o'clock and do the same thing. Also an important tip, as soon as you pick it up, Mr. Aaron's already got the grill brush ready. You pick it up, every time you pick up your steak, you're wanting to clean these off so you'll get all the any of that excess rub or burnt off, so you can get those nice sear marks. If you have a timer, you can use your cell phone, or if you buy a timer, you know, set it for a minute, 20 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, we've been down for about a minute and a half. This is a cool little tool that goes with the grill grate. Anytime you order the grill grates, the spatula comes with it. You just take the spatula and run it up, kind of pry up just a little bit so you get that good clean lift. Mr. Aaron's going to clean those grates off for us. Spray them down with the duck fat again before you put it down. You're just going to take it, turn a quarter turn. Then let it go for a minute and 20 to a minute and a half. You can see those good sear marks from the grill grate. Once you flip it over, you want to start tipping your steak. Make sure you're not getting it overdone. Right now we're doing good. All right, we've been about a minute and 25 seconds. I'm going to show you just a little trick that I like to do, and you can do this on the Tribal Fire just to give it that little extra crust. You don't want to do it for more than about 10 to 15 seconds per side, but once you get finished cooking, you'll just lay it there on that grill. You hear that sizzle? Give it a little press. That's all you need to do it, maybe 10 or 15 seconds. Pull it off and we go ahead and temp it. We're going to set it over here to the side and let it rest. That's an important thing to remember about steak. Letting it rest does make a difference. A lot of people like to take them straight off the grill, cut them open and eat them, but letting them rest lets those juices get set back in there, and it's a very important step. Next thing we're going to cook up is going to be our salmon steak, and what we're going to do with it is we're going to put it on the grill grates to begin with to get that sear on it, and then we'll finish it off on the flat top. Mr. Aaron's going to spray it down with the duck fat. The same concept with the steak to get your grill marks. With the salmon though, we're going to leave it on there for about 50 seconds per turn. Salmon it cooks a lot quicker than a steak does, so we're going to do it for about 50 seconds per turn. Been about 50 seconds. With the fish, you got to be real careful. You get that grill grate spatula and you just pry up very carefully so you don't tear the fish. It's a lot more delicate than a steak. All right, we've been about 50 seconds on this side. We're going to pick it up. Like I said, remember, you gotta be real careful. Pop it up. And then we're gonna come over here to the flat top to finish it off and get that good crisp skin. Take a look at those grill marks that we got on that salmon. Isn't that beautiful? All right, we added a couple of chunks of wood. Our salmon's getting done. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. I'm just gonna flip it over and show you. That nice crisp skin on the back now, cooked all the way through. Mr. Aaron, what we got next?
We're gonna start doing some pork tacos.
Now the great thing about the Tribal Fire Grill is to go from grilling steak and fish to doing the rest. As simple as that.
Now we're gonna start some pork tacos, just real simple. So we're gonna really see some versatility here. We've smoked some pork in our Game Changer last night. And now we're just gonna set it here on the Tribal Fire, get it nice and crispy and ready to go on our shells for our tacos.
Aaron's doing that on one side. On this side, we're gonna get the bratwurst started. And still have room for 1 or 2 more people to cook whatever you want done.
Well, we're gonna get the shells on here in a little bit, so we're gonna have room for the shells. Let's say you got some leftover barbecue, which rarely happens, but it does happen, right?
Every once in a while.
All right, so what do you do with it? You know, the next day, grill up some tacos. Brisket, pork, you name it, chicken.
I don't know about anybody else, but on my bratwurst I like a little color. And the flat top grill does just that. Get a little color, a little char on them.
All right, we're starting to get our pork warmed up, cooked up, a little crust on it, see some color. I'll throw a few shells on here.
How many grills do you know that you can be cooking bratwurst, pulled pork for tacos, and shells all at the same time? And we still got the middle open where you can still be cooking in the middle.
Put another grate up here. We could be cooking who knows what.
All right, we got color on these bratwursts on both sides. We're gonna go ahead and pull these off. We need some help. Who's gonna come join us? We got too much food to eat.
Yeah. Some cheese melted on these tacos.
I don't know about anybody else, but that's how I like my cheese. A little crunchy on the outside.
Hey, you're done cooking on the Tribal Fire. You're ready to clean up. This is the thing I love about the Tribal Fire.
Easy cleanup.
Easy cleanup. Right now, basically, we know we cooked some pork tacos, some brats. We had steak on here. We salmon. You know, and right now I'm gonna just get the debris. I'm gonna take it around. I'm gonna pile it up in one place. The neat thing is everything goes in the fire. So while it's hot, we're gonna be doing this, okay? Get this debris around here. Basically then, I'll take this, the center off. And I'll just get it in the fire. Any large chunks, just get it in the fire. All right. Once you got the major stuff off, now we're gonna go back to our sponge here, okay? And we're gonna basically steam clean this, okay? So you're gonna see that nice steam, and that's gonna do an amazing job at cleaning this top off. You're gonna see when we're done, it's just gonna look like brand new. And then we'll oil it up. And
Aaron, if you're out camping and don't have the water or anything like that, another thing that you can do is just take some ice out of your ice chest.
Oh yeah.
Throw your ice on top of there and it'll do the same thing. So.
finish up, I'll take a nice towel and just kind of wipe any excess debris off of it. And then to protect it for the next cook, add some oil. Let that oil drain down, rub it in. You see we seasoned this really nice today.
And it'll be ready for the next day.
Yeah, beautiful. Nice shiny top, ready to go to the next cook. There we have it.
Simple and easy.
Beginning to end.
Well, Aaron, I just wanted to thank you for inviting me out here to Tippecanoe, Indiana. As you can see, just an easy thing. I'm glad I got to learn about the Tribal Fire Grill. I'm very excited about coming on as a brand ambassador and helping you promote the grill, and I'm looking forward to years and years and years of great cooking on it.
You know, Frank, we love having you out here. Glad you could make it down here. You know, we enjoy having people from all over the country come cook on the Tribal Fire with us because everybody brings their own unique styles and flavor. But you know what? That's the beauty of the Tribal Fire Grill. It's so versatile that there's so many types of foods that we can cook on it, and at an accessible height, and work together around the 360-degree round cooking surface. So there's a lot of area to cook.
I really like that. It's bringing the family together. You can have one person grilling, one person frying.
Absolutely.
Just whatever you want to do.
And that's really what got us going with the Tribal Fire Grill. Just having the family around. We say, let's gather. And it's really a bonding moment, things that fathers, sons, daughters, mothers can share with their children, friends, family, coworkers. It's the most fun grill on the market today, I'm just telling you.
I've never seen anything like it. I'm excited about it.
And we're excited to have you with us. Go to tribalfiregrill.com, grillin360.com.
Well, Aaron, thanks for having me out. This is Big Papa for Big Papa's Barbecues. Be looking forward to a lot of different videos with the Tribal Fire Grill coming soon. Y'all have a good day and God bless.